I will now call to order the regular meeting of the Board of Trustees of the Texas Southmost College District. Trustees present, Mrs. Delia Saenz, Mr. Ruben Herrera, Dr. Tony Zabaleta, Mr. J.J. De Leon, and Mrs. Eva Alejandro. Also present is our president, Dr. Jesus Roberto Rodriguez. And now I'll call on Dr. Zabaleta for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Oh, thank you. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Honor the Texas
flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible.
Thank you, Dr. Zabaleta. We have no public speakers?
No, ma'am.
And we'll start with item number 4, consideration and possible action. What happened? We don't have president's report? Mr. President?
Are the minutes of last meeting?
The minutes for the first meeting, item 4.
Okay. Consideration and possible action on the minutes of September the 14th?
Correct.
And okay, I'll take one at a time. September the 14th?
I move that we approve.
Okay.
I second the motion.
Motion by Ms. Alejandro, second by Mr. Rendon. Any discussion? No? All those in favor?
Aye.
Against? Motion carries. Regular meeting of September the 24th.
I so move that we approve as presented.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Herrera, second by Mr. De Leon. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Just for clarification, Madam Chair, it was Dr. Zabaleta who seconded, I believe.
What?
Dr. Zabaleta second.
That's right.
We're good? No, we're good. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Okay. Item number 4A. Oh, that's it. President's report. Mr. President.
Thank you, Madam Chair, Board of Trustees. I would like to inform you that this fall 2020 semesters, the official certified numbers, our total enrollment overall is 8,777 students, which represents a 1.73% increase over the fall of 2019. So we've done very well for this fall semester. However, our on-campus student enrollment for the fall will decrease for about 3%. The dual students increase was a 14%, and the college high school students was a decrease of 3.5%. But overall, the enrollment numbers increased by 1.73%. So from the state appropriations point of view,
Give us the numbers again. 8,000 what?
8,770 students, which represents 1.73% increase over the fall 2019, which is a good number as the state appropriations take into account the enrollment and semester credit hour production, which are both higher than last year. So we're trending very well as well as for this past summer because it's the counting year. And we're excited that we're going to have a strong spring semester. So that's the current updates regarding our enrollments for the fall semester. In addition, I would like to inform you that our 2305 federal government and 2306 Texas government online courses earned the Quality Matters certification mark following a very rigorous review process. The certification is the result of TSC instructor Ms. Elsa Gonzalez's dedication to continuous improvement and innovation work. The course is now listed on the Quality Matters directory of certified courses. The QM, or the Quality Matters certification mark, is the internationally recognized symbol of quality online and blended course design. The Quality Matters official review provided independent validation of quality, learner-focused course design found in the federal government and Texas government online courses. And I want to congratulate Ms. Gonzalez on this achievements of excellence. I think she joined us here today. Is she there, Ms. Gonzalez?
Yes, she is.
There she is. Thank you so much, Ms. Gonzalez, for your dedication in making this happen, this Quality Matters. It's especially with our new era of online teaching, they did a spectacular job in getting this certification. So thank you so much, Ms. Gonzalez, for your work on getting our Quality Matters certification mark on our federal government and Texas government online classes. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity, sir.
We keep piling the accolades.
Oh, yeah. It's not easy to come by. It takes a lot of innovation and dedication. She did a great job. So thank you so much, so much. I would also like to announce that we have a new Executive Director of High School Programs and Services, Mr. Jose Arambul Jr. Mr. Arambul returns to TSC after serving at IDEA Public Schools as a college counselor assisting high school students transition to post-secondary education. He was instrumental in our partnership with IDEA. Mr. Arambul is not entirely new to TSC. He previously served as TSC Early College High School Liaison, in which he was instrumental in the development of our first dual credit partnership, as well as our SAC-COC dual credit site visit. Mr. Arambul received his master's degree in academic advising from Kansas State University and his undergraduate degree in sociology from UTB-TSC. He has 17 years of experience in education. 15 of those were in the various roles in higher education. He officially started this week, so he's relatively new back. So please help me welcoming back Mr. Arambul to the TSC family.
Joe,
All right.
you can run, but you can't hide, bro.
Oh, no.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Thank you all. Thank you all.
Oh, yeah. He saw the light. He came back.
That's what I was
He
thinking.
saw the light. That's that. Yeah.
Yeah, he left and thought I'm never coming back, and little did he know.
No, we're happy. We're happy to have him back.
No, you asked for it.
Oh, we got
You
it.
know, very few
Good to have
people,
you back.
very few people come back.
Yes, sir.
Very. In fact, you're the first one I see coming back. Welcome back.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I'm also pleased to announce that on September 25th, I had the honor of our inaugural class of completion for the TSC President's Leadership Academy. And this is the first Academy cohort of completers of a total of 15 TSC faculty and staff members. I created this TSC President's Leadership Academy with the purpose of training and develop the TSC leaders of tomorrow. The Executive Leadership and Development Consultant Coach Don Cameron led the training over the course of the year. Dr. Cameron also spent 40 years in higher education. He was the president for over 20 years at Guilford Technical Community College in North Carolina. He understands how strong leadership helps move the college forward and therefore focus his training on the scope leadership, which is a focus on self-improvement, communication, investing in others, internal as well as external partnerships, and the execution of decisions. During this event, the cohort collectively built the framework for future leadership academies that will hopefully be running next year. And I'm very proud of their accomplishment, and I look forward to seeing this group continue to grow. Once again, I want to congratulate all the participants for their hard work and dedication during the one-year training that they went through. So we're expecting to give them more projects this year and for them to work as a group to help this institution move forward. On September 30th, we welcome our students with an on-campus Scorpion swag giveaway at the Jacob Brown Auditorium parking lot. I truly want to thank Madam Chair, leading the cause as always, Ms. Adela Garza, and our trustees, Ms. Eva Alejandro and Ms. Delia Sainz, for showing again the support, who were able to join us. And I can tell you the faculty and the staff, our students, who are always so appreciative of seeing our trustees engage in our events. Now, during the Scorpion swag giveaway, we gave hundreds of TSC t-shirts and other Scorpion swag to our students. We had a great turnout with students showing off their Scorpion pride by participating in the drive-through event. They really suit up some of their cars with the TSC pride. Also, as you're aware, we had a thank you luncheon for faculty and staff on September the 30th, October 1st, 2nd, and the 5th to thank them for all their hard work, efforts, and commitment to the college over the past year, especially during the summer and the fall registration push, as well as to celebrate our reaccreditation from SAC-COC. With our faculty and staff efforts, we were able to move the college forward and provide our students and community with the resources, the services, and opportunities to pursue a quality and an affordable education that would truly improve their lives. And again, on October the 9th, we had our wonderful unveiling and dedication ceremony of our 4 of the newest training facilities at the iTech Center Plaza. The training facilities were the Welding Center, the Criminal Justice Institute Simulation Center, the Construction Trade Center, and the Industrial Mechanics and Maintenance Technology. Again, wonderful turnout in the previous event, as well as the grand opening of our trustees, and we truly appreciate your commitment. Our community partners and industry partners attended the event as well, and it was really exciting for TSC and our community. This build out truly deserved that celebration, and it's going to be a big step in continuing to move the college forward and being able to provide industry with the workforce that they need, and help our community get good paying jobs that will in turn change their lives for the better. And on behalf
Mr. President,
yes, ma'am.
that was such a nice event. It was put together by professionals. It was so well done and so well attended. And you guys did an outstanding job. You really did. Thank you.
No, well, I got to tell you, on behalf of faculty and staff, I truly want to thank our Board of Trustees for your leadership, for your vote of confidence in us. And more importantly, because of that, you approved funds for a multi-million-dollar build-out. Without the support, this could not have been possible. So on behalf of all of us, thank you to our trustees for making that decision and helping us move forward and investing this multi-million-dollar investment to do our build-out. So we're looking forward to putting these new facilities to good use and productive use and helping satisfy the workforce needs of the industry, as well as those in the community that we serve. So once again, thank you, trustees. And at this point, I got to tell you, despite the current pandemic, and we as a college continue to be active and in our community and in our college community as well. And though we are observing the CDC guidelines and social distancing protocols, as we begin the fall semester, we maintain an active engagement with our community and with our students. And so at this time, I'll ask you to please kind of sit back and enjoy this month's video highlights of our activities and things that we have covered. So if you can please start the video, Frank.
We are having all our employees come in and pick up a care package because we care for our employees. This has not been easy for any of us, but we're making the best of it.
I appreciate administration coming out and showing us support.
It shows that they care, that they support us.
I love working here. I love the environment.
What I love about TSC is the people, the students.
We're all a team.
I love the family that I've become a part of.
I know you guys are doing a good job, working hard on everything, and during a tough time.
Thank you so much, Texas Southmost College. Y'all are the best.
This is my 31st year at TSC. Woo-hoo! And I'm so proud to be a TSC employee.
We thank you also.
This academy is about learning more about yourself, to strengthen yourself as an individual, because we're relying on your strength to help us lead this institution forward.
Well, it shows the people here that the institution is investing in you, and so they care, and they want you to grow here. So it was a great experience, and I look forward to learning more in the future, but this right here is one of the beginnings of me becoming a better leader in my future.
We're
here promoting TSC spirit, TSC pride, and we want to make sure that you start the semester off right. So we're giving away Scorpion swag at no cost at all. Drive down and we will hand you your Scorpion swag.
Good things are happening at TSC, and it is due to this unity. I really believe that. So you guys have a great start. You're gonna do great. Do not stay behind. Get help, get tutoring, do whatever it takes to succeed, because we are Scorpion strong.
Oh man, I love the environment here. We're a community and we're a family here at TSC.
I feel like I'm like part of the Scorpion family.
I know it's hard right now, but try your best. Hope to see you soon, TSC students. Sting them.
Go Scorpions!
With these new labs that TSC has built, we will help bridge that gap and train the future workforce of our region.
I want to welcome you. I hope you enjoy the tour. Exciting things are happening, and a lot has to do with the TSC family.
This facility is going to provide what we need in our industry, which is that pipeline professionals coming into our industry. And we are so excited and have been grateful to be a part of it.
This is an amazing facility. You have training that, from what I see, is going to be the best there is. It's going to have people going to work the day they finish the training.
90% of our officers have been to this academy. The intelligence coming out of this academy is incredible. The simulators, I can't say enough about them.
The future of our city is bright, and through our collaboration of entities and through everything that's happening at Texas Southmost College, I'm even more certain of that.
Exactly what TSC has put into place here right now, fantastic for our area. I'm confident that these jobs that they're training for are going to be in really high demand. I think it's all going to be very, very successful for our region.
We need skilled craft workers, and they're not available out there. The RGB is doing a great job, and TSC is building right here.
I hope you enjoyed the video. It just kind of encapsulates a lot of the good work we've been doing as a community. And with that, I truly want to thank everyone for their efforts and commitment as we move forward with purpose and direction and getting ready for our spring semester. This concludes my report, and thank you.
Again, I want to thank everybody that's involved, because a lot happened in the last month, and a lot had to be coordinated, and everything turned out so nice. The celebrations, the thank you lunches, and everything turned out really, really nice. So thank you again to all those involved, and growing strong.
Thank you, ma'am.
I'll go to the next item, which is item number 6, Academic Committee, and that is Dr. Zavaleta. May I call on you?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. The Academic Committee met on Wednesday, October 14, 2020. President, Madam Chair, Ms. Alejandro, myself, President Rodriguez, and members of the administration and legal counsel. The committee discussed the following item, one single item, 6A. Consideration and possible action on a memorandum of understanding for a high school cohort and awarding of credit for the vocational nursing program between Texas Southmost College and multiple school districts. And I move to approve the memorandum of understanding for a high school cohort and awarding credit for the vocational nursing program between Texas Southmost College and multiple school districts, and authorize President Rodriguez to enter into the memorandum with partnering school districts.
Second.
I have a motion by Dr. Zavaleta, second by Mr. De Leon. And I would really would like, because I was in that meeting, for Dr. Kyle to tell the whole board what that is, because it's exciting.
Certainly, ma'am. Thank you, Dr. Zavaleta, Madam Chair, members of the board, Dr. Rodriguez. What you have before you is a memorandum of understanding for us to enter into agreements with our school districts that are interested in this program and seek approval from the Texas Board of Nursing to offer this program. Typically, our vocational nursing program is a 3-semester certificate program. And in this program, juniors will be able to apply to the cohort. In their junior year, they will take the first semester of courses. In their senior year, they will take their second semester of courses. And then immediately following graduation, the next summer, they will take their third semester courses and graduate with their vocational nursing degree and be eligible to sit for the NCLEX exam. Currently, there are 3 institutions, community colleges in the state of Texas, who offer this and have been approved by the Texas Board of Nursing. And we have multiple school districts. Right now, we have 5 school districts, in fact, that are interested in having their students apply for this program. So with your approval, this memorandum will go out to our partnering school districts, their boards for signature. And then we hope, with everyone's approval, to be able to submit our packet to the Texas Board of Nursing before the holiday break.
Dr. Kyle, would you speak to the tuition that the school district is going? I think that's a key factor.
Yes, ma'am. So what we have in this proposal is for the tuition fees and associated cost of the program to be borne by the independent school districts. They will pay for the students in their junior and senior year, and then we will make sure our students fill out their FAFSA so that they can get aid, hopefully for their last semester, their summer semester. But as it sits now, we are proposing that the school districts pay for the junior and senior years of the students that come to us. Just to add, students that are not high school graduates are not eligible for federal financial aid until they graduate.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Gal. I have a motion by Dr. Zavaleta, second by Mr. De Leon. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Against? Motion carries. Thank you, Dr. Zavaleta. Thank you, Ms. Alejandro.
Thank you.
Finance Committee, and I'll call on Mr. Ruben Herrera to present the report.
Madam Chair, the Budget Committee met on Wednesday, October 14th. Present were Madam Chair, Dr. Zavaleta, and myself, President Rodriguez, members of the TSC administration, and College Legal Counsel. The committee discussed the following items. Upgrade on grants awarded to the Texas Southmost College for the month of September 2020. I will call on Dr. Fuentes and Dr. Figueroa to present the item.
Good afternoon.
This is only for information. No action is required.
Yes, good afternoon, TSC Board of Trustees, Madam Chair, and Dr. Rodriguez. I'm here today to present activity on grant activity for the month of October. I have 3 items to present to you as informational. The first one is a Governor's Emergency Education Relief grant that we received from the Higher Education Coordinating Board in the amount of $111,939. The second grant is from the NIH, National Institute of Health, Bridges to Baccalaureate Research Training Program for $90,066. This grant will help students transfer to UTRGV for a degree in biomedicine. The last grant is our annual Perkins grant, which we were allocated a little over $179,000. I'm here if you have any questions.
Any questions? Having no questions, next item on the agenda is, just a second.
Fourth quarter investment report.
Fourth quarter investment report. I'm having problems with this. Please don't help me. Fourth quarter investment report for fiscal year 2020. I'll call on Mr. Pesero and Dr. Figueroa.
Good afternoon, Madam Chair, members of the board, President Rodriguez. Good afternoon to all. I'll be presenting the fourth quarter investment report. And with your permission, I'll go ahead and share my screen. Are you able to see the first page of the investment report, Madam Chair?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. The report will summarize the year of activity for our investments. This fourth quarter report covers the month of June through August of 2020. The report itself is 5 pages long, but we have a summary on the first page here on the top, and the remainder of page 1 and pages 2 through 5. They are the detail for the numbers that we see here in this fourth quarter column. So my presentation is going to focus around this column here in the summary section. And I'll briefly go through those categories. For current funds, we have $54,475,000 at 8/31. Loan funds, $68,800. Endowment and similar funds, we have $3.4 million. Plant funds, we have $12,497,000. Agency funds, we have $11,500 for a total for the fourth quarter of $70,491,000. The total interest earned for the fourth quarter is $147,590. That concludes my report, Madam Chair. If there are any questions, I'd like to take that opportunity to try and answer them at this time.
Any questions from anyone?
Nope.
Next item is consideration and possible action on approval of the rollover fiscal year 20 purchase order commitments and pending projects. Dr. Figueroa.
Good afternoon. Thank you, Mr. Herrera, Madam Chair, members of the board, President Rodriguez. Before you have this item, which is the rollover of the fiscal year 20 purchase orders and funding for current projects. These are contractual obligations that we incurred during fiscal year 20 that need to be rolled over to 21 to finalize those commitments. In your packet, you have a listing of those. I can share my screen and show them. Are you able to see it?
Yes.
So these are the different approved already contracts in year 20 that we have a contractual obligation for fiscal year 21. Are there any questions?
This is a non-action item, correct, Dr. Figueroa?
It is an action item, sir.
You read consideration and possible action, Mr. Herrera. So it is an action item.
I hereby make a motion to approve the item as presented by the administration.
Second.
I have a motion by Mr. Herrera, second by Dr. Zavaleta. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Against? Motion carries.
Next item on the agenda is consideration and possible action on approval of budget amendment 21-001 to cover approved contracts for IP-based surveillance cameras and door access control systems, RFP 20-14. Mr. Villarreal and Jaime Salazar will present this item.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Herrera, Madam Chair, board members, Dr. Rodriguez. As you recall, at the September board meeting, the Board of Trustees approved the selection of Johnson Controls as the winner of the RFP for the IP cameras and access control doors that we issued earlier in September. What this item is actually asking for the approval for the funding so that we can engage the contract with Johnson Controls. Since last we met, we did further negotiate with the Johnson Controls on the estimated contract amount, and they did reduce it by $103,000. Obviously, once we engage Johnson Controls and actually do the walkthroughs and get more serious in terms of the review of the campus needs for cameras and maglock doors, that number probably will come down as it did with some of our other projects. So at this time, we're asking for you to provide, to approve the funding for the project.
Any discussion?
I need a motion, Mr. Herrera.
I hereby make a motion to approve the budget amendment 21-001 in the amount of $1,817,039 for fiscal year 2021 as presented.
Second that.
I have a motion by Mr. Herrera, second by Mrs. Alejandro. Discussion? I see Mr. Herrera had a hard time mentioning the amount.
You know, it's not because I can't read numbers. It's because I had a choke right here.
That's exactly what
like a frog. Pretty sure Dr. Zavaleta had the same one, but he's just.
So I'm completely silent.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Against? Motion carries. Yay. Thank you, Mr. Herrera. Thank you, Dr. Zavaleta.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Next item on the agenda, 7E, consideration possible action, the approval of the budget amendment 21-003 to cover the approved parking lot repairs. Dr. Figueroa.
Good afternoon again. Thank you, Mr. Herrera, Madam Chair, members of the board, President Rodriguez. Before you, we have the request to move in this budget amendment, the current restricted parking lot funds that was approved earlier this year to fund the parking lot repairs. As you might recall, also in the last board meeting, the board approved the hiring of our engineer for this project that will help us develop the RFP that will subsequently come. In order for us to spend this restricted amount for parking lot repairs, we need the board approval to move it into our general fund for use of those funds for that specific purpose.
So I hereby make a motion to approve the budget amendment 21-003 in the amount of $1,533,643 for fiscal year 2021 as presented.
I have a motion by Mr. Herrera.
Second.
Second by Dr. Zavaleta. Any discussion?
Yes. This money is coming from the parking lot fund, correct? From the parking lot fees.
Yes, sir.
We're not dipping into any reserve funds that we have for this one, right?
Not in the general fund. It's a strictly parking lot funds.
So the parking lot funds are paying for the parking lot.
The parking lot fees are paying for the parking lot, and we cannot utilize these funds for any other purpose than parking lot related items.
And what's the balance of that fund at this time?
That is the full balance, sir, the 1.5 million. This project was approved earlier in the year to start working on the parking lots. We have not selected or done an RFP. We just selected the engineer that will drafting that project. Once that project gets drafted and we get an RFP out in the market, we'll bring that for approval. For right now, the only thing we're doing is, or the only thing the board has approved us to spend, it's the money that will be used to develop the parking lot repairs.
Okay.
So there's a motion and a second.
And a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Against? Motion carries.
Next item on the agenda is consideration possible action on award of RFP 21-01 for windstorm and hail insurance. Dr. Figueroa.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon again. With your permission, I'll share my screen to show the presentation. Are you able to see my presentation?
Yes.
This is RFP 2101. We went on request for proposals to seek windstorm hail and hail insurance. This process started in September the 9th with the advertising in the newspapers. We had a submission deadline of the end of September, September 29th. On October 6th, the proposals were reviewed. October 14th, we brought it forward to the Budget and Finance Committee, and today we're presenting it to the full board. What this request for proposal includes, it's an all-inclusive TWIA coverage for all of our building contents on and cost, except for coastal properties, which is the South Padre Island. All the contents for windstorm and hail insurance. We received one proposal only after we went out on the market with this RFP, and it's 130% more expensive than when we were paying last year. The contributing factor to this high number on the premium is that when we're requesting the insurance amount, it's in the middle of hurricane season, and this has been a very active season. Therefore, in the amount, it's very high. One of the things I want to note is that this coverage does not expire until February 1st of 2021. The reason why we start doing the request for proposal this early is to give the board the opportunity to have different options when we present an RFP like this, being the case. In this RFP, we used our normal criteria. At the end of the process, we only had one proposal. So what we have for you after analyzing this proposal and the high price, we brought to you or proposing three different options. Option A, which is to award the RFP for windstorm and hail insurance to Shepard Walton King, which is the only person that bidded on this item, but allows to negotiate a premium for only 4 months. This basically will be from February to May. During that period, what we're proposing is we go back and resolicit this same RFP when it's non-hurricane season. Because of the timing of our contract, year after year, we always fall in having to rebid this service in the middle of hurricane season. And this being a high activity hurricane season has made us go this high on the premium. So instead, to get out of that cycle, we're proposing you allow us to negotiate a 4-month contract and then rebid it again, and then we will be out of that cycle and we can do it yearly after that. Option B, it's just to reject the proposal all along that we received and resolicit again next month. But that will also put us very close to our contract end. So we will most likely not be able to bring back this proposal if we go out in the market tomorrow until January, which is right before our premium expires in January 31st or February 1st of next year. Option C is to award it for that 130% increase at a total value of $1.1 million. So those are the three proposals that we have for you. We are recommending to you tonight.
Dr. Figueroa, out of the three proposals, which one do you recommend the most? Can you get rid of your background,
Yes, sir.
please? Because I'm reading from here. Which one out of the three do you recommend, or the four? The three?
Option A will be the preferred proposal in my humble opinion. But again, we are bringing the three proposals for the board to decide.
Do you think, go ahead.
Go ahead, doctor.
Do you believe that 130% increase is correct? Could we consider an insurance consultant to help us with this?
We did hire a consultant to help us with this. And the reason for the high value, it's the amount of, normally insurance companies have to evaluate the risk when they get the value of the insurances. And in this case, by bidding it in the middle of a high activity hurricane season, brings that risk very high. And that's what costs that price.
Yeah, but the hurricane season is over for the most part. We've never had a hurricane in Brownsville after August. So it just seems excessive.
The hurricane season is over now, sir. But the deadline to submit this RFP was September 29th. So it was still, well, actually, hurricane season is over at the end of the month, but the deadline for the proposal was September 29th. So when the insurance companies were, or the insurance company that bid it was preparing this proposal, they go, and that's what they got because it was in the middle of the high activity in the Gulf.
Yeah, and you don't believe that we're being taken advantage of?
I just think that we are a victim of the time that we seek that proposal.
Well, that's right. That's my next point. Is it possible to readjust the time so that next year or whenever we renegotiate, it's not, the hurricane season is not imminent? Because
that's what option A does.
Mm-hmm.
It readjusts it.
Yeah.
The time, is that right, Eva?
Yes, that's what my understanding is, that we have to go, we're going to go with this for 4 months, but then so that we can renegotiate only for 4 months, so we can renegotiate when it's not hurricane season.
Okay. All right.
So
Thank you.
if I may, this happened, and this is still a product of the last president. This is what happened when we waited, and then we bought insurance.
Well, that may be true. We've done business with Shepherd for many years, and he's a very reputable insurance agent.
He no longer exists, Dr. Zavaleta.
Excuse me?
He no longer exists. It's just a name. They're gone.
Okay. So do I have a motion?
It's not Shepherd, Walton and King. They sold it, or they're just using the name. Is that right?
That's what I understand. But let me get back to my motion to award RFP 21-01 for Windstorm and Hail Insurance, the Shepherd, Walton, King Insurance Group, and authorize President Rodriguez to negotiate a 4-month contract from February 1st to May 31st, 2021, and resolicit proposals in February or March 2021 through the open market practice.
I have a motion by
with option A, correct?
Which is option A.
Yes.
I second it.
Okay, I have a motion, Mr. Herrera, second by Mr. De Leon. Any more discussion? Dr. Zavaleta?
No, I'm fine.
Okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
Wait.
I have a question. So when we go out to bid for this insurance, what month will it be in the future? Will it be May, or it says from February to May, and we want to be in a new cycle? When will the bid go out? What month?
The bid will go out in the February, March timeframe.
Okay.
And that will give us get us into a new cycle where the insurance now expires in June.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Wait, but it expires in June, you say? That's in
right now
the middle of hurricane season.
No, that's before it starts, but we're going to solicit in February, sir. So that's not during hurricane season.
No, that's
remember, it'll roll over to the following year, Dr. Zavaleta, in June of the following year, when we renew during those 4 months.
I understand, but June is not a good month regardless of the year.
No, but that wasn't what Dr. Figueroa said, Dr. Zavaleta. We're going to renew when?
So February.
February.
We will seek for pricing proposals on the market in February. They will come in March. We will bring it back to the board, and then our insurance will expire in June. But that's when it will commence with the prices we seek during the February timeframe. That it's not
okay.
hurricane season.
I didn't understand that. That's fine.
Okay. Okay, got it. Do I have, I have a motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Against? Motion carries. Thank you.
Next item is consideration and possible action on Lone Star National Bank contract renewal for depository bank services through RFP 18-11 for fiscal year 2020-2021. Dr. Figueroa.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon again. I'm going to be sharing my screen with the presentation with your permission. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes.
This is Bank Depository Services that you have before you, an RFP 1811. We went on a request for proposals to seek new banking services, our depository, back in November of 2018, and we signed into a 2-year contract with Lone Star National Bank. That contract allows to exercise 2 renewals, and we're here to bring before you the proposal to exercise the first of those renewals. This will be renewal for fiscal year 2021 and 21-22. This contract also starts in February. The services that we will be receiving from Lone Star National Bank do not change. They continue to be the same as we have right now with the same contract. It's just an extension of that contract.
Have you had any problems with this bank?
No, ma'am. Thus far, we have not had any problems. We had a good transition. We've been with them now a year and a half. It will be 2 years at the beginning of February of next year. And we would like to continue with this relationship if the board approves for us to do this first renewal to the contract.
Any other questions from anyone? If there's no other questions, I move to approve the Lone Star National Bank contract renewal for depository bank services through RFP 18-11 for the term of February 1st, 2021 through January 31st, 2023.
Second.
Any?
You're muted.
I have a motion by Mr. Herrera, second by Ms. Sines. Any more discussion or any discussion? No? All those in favor?
Aye.
Against? Motion carries.
Next item on the agenda is consideration possible action on TSC Risk Management Fund contract renewal for property and casualty insurance through RFP 20-09 for fiscal year 2020-2021. Dr. Figueroa.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mr. Herrera. With your permission, I'll be sharing my screen. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
This is another renewal, a contract renewal to an RFP 2009. We went on a request for proposal on February of 2020, and it got awarded to TSC. We are seeking to exercise the first renewal for fiscal year 2021. This insurance includes all of our property and equipment at the college, liability, auto insurance, and physical damage. The awarded vendor for this RFP was TSC Risk Management Group, and we're seeking to renew with them. The current expenses for this fiscal year 1920 were $308,481, and the projected expenses for next fiscal year are about $323,905. We're satisfied with their level of coverage and the services that they offer through this insurance. And we're seeking to request if you, with your approval, the first renewal.
Any questions?
I need a
My
motion.
question is.
Wait, I need a motion. I need a motion first.
I move to approve the TSB Risk Management Fund contract renewal for property and casualty insurance through RFP 20-09 for fiscal year 2020-2021.
Second.
Okay, I have a motion. Second by Mr. De Leon. Go ahead, Dr. Zavaleta.
Okay, thank you. I simply want to know, Dr. Figueroa, if we had claims with this company this past year.
No, we have not had any claims, sir.
All right, thank you.
Okay, any more discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Against? Motion carried.
Madam Chair, that concludes my report. And the next.
We have item number 8, Facilities Committee, Mr. Herrera.
I think Ms. Science was the only one. I was not present on the facility. So Ms. Science, would you present?
This is a no action request. Do I read right here what the presenters are? Mr. Ariel de la Fuente, Executive Director of Facilities and Physical Plant. Dr. Figueroa will present on this.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am. With your permission, I'll be sharing my screen to show the Facilities Committee presentation. This is the monthly updates that we bring to the board on all the different projects that we have underway. This first set of pictures are from the workforce labs. As you saw in the video at the beginning of the board meeting, we had the ribbon cutting ceremony for this 4 labs in the iTech Center. And this is the welding program. As you can see, these are our 48 welding machines that are in the welding lab. This next lab is the workforce, the plumbing, pipe fitting, and electrical program. As you can see now, there is this house that will be used for those trades to do their simulations, and the classrooms have also been set up with additional simulators and other equipment. Our industrial maintenance program, this lab, it's already, all the equipment, it's already installed as well, and it's ready for occupancy of that program. And last but not least, this is the criminal justice lab that is also being finalized with the installation of some additional equipment like the simulation screens. Next, we have the roofing projects. I'm happy to report that the only building that still has some work to be done is Set B. Oliveira, Jacob Brown, Music, Cortez, Guerra, Garza, Calvary, and Bookstore roofs have been completed 100%. The only pending one is Set B, and it will be completed within the next 2 weeks. And these are just some of the pictures of those 2 buildings that they're re-roofing as we speak. This third and last project is the Oliveira Student Services. This, we also have substantial completion, and we're working on getting the furnishings for to finalize this project. Are there any questions for me at this time?
It's just an information item. Any questions? I can't wait for the elevator to be all furnished up so we can go see it.
And get some students in there too.
Yes.
I can't wait to go buy snacks.
You can wait what?
To go buy snacks.
Oh, tortillas. Chris, Dr. Rodriguez, did you say something?
Oh, it's work in progress. We're really moving fast. I know Jaime did a tour today, making sure we're on track, and it's looking spectacular. It really did. And once that furniture gets there, it's really you're gonna get the oohs and ahs once we tour. I think everyone's gonna be pleasantly surprised when they come back.
You know, it is amazing how many projects Dr. Figueroa and Ariel and that team has had going at once.
One time.
And it is amazing what a great job they've done. They really have done themselves, and I thank them.
I agree.
Thank you, ma'am. It's a teamwork. We have a lot of people behind us that make it happen, and not just in the finance and administration divisions, but college-wide. We all put a portion of ourselves into each of these projects. So thank you.
And it shows. It really shows in the kind of work that we get. So thank you again. We look forward to enjoying that and bragging about, because I know we've been bragging about our labs for the past 2 weeks. So anyway, thank you so much. Next.
The next item is consideration and possible action on purchase of HVAC air filtration system for Fort Brown and iTech sites. Ariel de la Fuente and Mr. Gerardo Mascorro and Dr. Figueroa will present.
Thank you, ma'am. I believe Mr. De La Fuente and Mr. Mascorro are actually at the Gorgas boardroom. But I'll start with a small synopsis of this request. What we're here proposing to the board is the purchase of a heating, ventilation, and air conditioning HVAC air filtration system that uses bipolar ionization for disinfecting. This specific product will be purchased with the use of CARE funds. We got the grant, our granting agency, the federal government, has approved for us to move forward and utilize those funds for this purchase. What this does is bipolar ionization. It's added to our AC systems. This will be installed in all the buildings that we have in use that will into their AC systems, and that creates a prevention for spread of viruses through the air that comes out and through those systems. If you like a little bit more detail, Mr. De La Fuente and Mr. Mascorro are at the boardroom ready to assist with the details of what the ionic bipolarization does.
I have a question, Dr. Figueroa. So I know that the funds are coming from the CARES Act, but do we know like a total cost to this air filtration?
Yes, it's what we got approved was 100,000. We have a quote that will accommodate all the buildings that are on your packet, including Tandy, North, South, Gorgas, Champion, Oliveira, Rec Center, SETV, Old Education, Newman, Physical Plant, and the iTech Center building will be the Architect Program, Industrial Maintenance, Criminal Justice, Trade Center, Nursing, HVAC Program, Welding, and Workforce area for a total of about $98,000.
Thank you.
Let me see. The recommendation is to approve the purchase from Perry Mechanical HVAC air filtration systems through Buy Board and authorize President Rodriguez to negotiate with selected vendor and execute purchase order upon final negotiations.
I second the motion.
Okay, motion by Ms. Saenz, second by Mr. De Leon. Any more discussion? Any more questions? Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Against? Motion carries.
That's it.
Okay, that's it. Okay, we go to item number 9. Consideration and approval of trustee Mr. J.J. De Leon Jr. request to seek appointment to serve on the Association of Community Colleges Trust Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Committee.
I so nominate Mr. De Leon. I beat him to the punch.
Second.
I so, yeah, good.
Okay.
A la JJ.
Second.
Thank you.
I have a motion by Mr. Herrera, second by Mrs. Science. I appreciate you doing this, Mr. De Leon. We like being represented, and most of us shy away from it.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I enjoy representing every single one of you. I hope I make you proud and, putting myself out there so our college get recognized that we're doing such great things in this community. Thank you so much for that opportunity. Thank you.
Good. So I think we're going to take a vote on this. So, I have a motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Against? Motion carries. And now we're going to go into executive session. The board will not convene an executive session as provided by Government Code 551.071, 551.072, and 551.074. We are out of executive session. Nothing to report on, nothing to vote on, and we go to item number 12. Announcement of proposed meeting dates. Regular board meeting, November the 19th. And regular board meeting, December 17th. That's kind of late in December. So, but anyway, I might not have a say so anyway.
What were the dates, Madam Chair?
17th.
November the 19th and December 17th. And I will now entertain a motion to adjourn.
I so move.
Motion by Mr. Herrera, second by Ms. Alejandro. All those in favor?
Aye.
Against? Motion carries.